Morning students, we are studying the chapter the human robot. In the previous video we have studied that now the robot is going to be called in the court because of the case of that theft. So the next day court was overcrowded with people keen to watch a robot in the witness box. It was a very rare event that a robot used to come to the court like some evidence. So the court was overcrowded because people were curious to see a robot in the court in a witness box. Counsel Goel was ticking off points till the last moment. Means Counsel Goel was preparing for the case, and he was preparing for the questions to be asked. He appeared confident and crisp, but so was Prem Chopra. So Counsel Goel was confident that he is going to win, but Prem Chopra was also quite confident. Never would this machine man betray his master. So he was quite confident that this machine is not going to deceive his master. So the proceedings began and Ram Singh 070 appeared in the witness box. So the proceeding of the case started. The questioning of the case started, and Ram Singh the robot, he came in the witness box. Your Honor, Counsel Goel began. I am told by super robots that the memory tape designed in these type of robots contains information of previous week. So Counsel Goel, he started and he told the judge that I concerned the super robots store, and they told me the information can be there of the previous week also. But the case started a fortnight after the incident. The needed information must be wiped out, the judge said. Then he told, the judge said, but 15 days हो गए हैं अब तो, then information must be wiped out. Then Counsel Goel smiled softly and staring at Prem Chopra. Sir, the robot has been switched off the operation ever since. But then that Counsel Goel, he smiled and he told, while he was watching Prem Chopra, that the robot has been switched off, so memories will be there. Prem Chopra's face fell, but he was confident Ram Singh 070 would obey his master. The secrets were sealed. So at that time Prem Chopra felt a little bit low because he thought कि information तो चली गई होगी, but information was there. But still he was confident that the robot is not going to reveal any information. You may continue. Then judge ordered, you may continue. Counsel Goel turned to Ram Singh, the robot. Who is your master? He asked briefly. Then Counsel Goel, in a very short manner, he asked Ram Singh the robot, who is your master? Then the robot, his dull blue light flashed. After a momentary whirling sound, the robot squeaked in his metallic tone, Mr. Prem Chopra. Then the robot told in a fraction of seconds that Mr. Prem Chopra. What did you do for Mr. Prem Chopra? Then he was asked that what do you do for Mr. Prem Chopra? Then there was a pause, a whirl, then a metallic answer. Metallic answer means, in a robotic voice, Mr. Prem Chopra, like that. Okay? Isn't it funny? Cleaning, mowing the lawn, washing, doing dishes, shopping. Then he told, recall in detail your activities of last 6 days. Counsel Goel interrupted. Then he interrupted. Counsel Goel, in between, he interrupted and he asked the robot to recall, to remember, to recollect all the incidents that happened in the last 6 days. The memory tape went on mechanically and monotonously. Open the boot of the car. Emptied grocery, shut the boot, Turned, moved 30 steps, stopped. Curio shop on the left. Instruction, signal, blank, moved left. Turned 20 steps. At this point, the council commanded, stop, reverse, and play. Again, there was an obvious pause after the instruction signal. So, every time instructions were there, but in between the instructions, there was a pause. Then Council Goel, he commanded, stop, reverse, and play. That stop here only, reverse your tape, and then play again. And there was again a pause. Consul Goel stopped the tape. Notice the pause, Your Honor. Some action is not revealed. What were those instructions? Who gave these instructions? He questioned Ram Singh 070. Then, Counsel Goel, he stopped. He said to the judge, Sir, notice the pause. In between all the instructions, there is a pause. So, what is that pause? It means some information is there, but that is not being told to us. Then he asked, what were those instructions? He asked to the robot that what were those instructions? Who gave those instructions? He questioned to the robot. Then robot responded, information not to be revealed. Then Counsel Goel asked, but why? Robot answered, robots do not disobey master. Now, Counsel Goel gave a fleeting glance at Prem Chopra, who was moving restlessly in the prosecution box. So, Counsel Goel, he turned his gaze towards Prem Chopra. He was tensed. Your Honor, he addressed the judge. Those special instructions were from Prem Chopra, which have to be made public. Then Prem Chopra said, the Counsel Goel said that there is some information that is given by Prem Chopra, but it is not to be told by the robot. But this information we need it made to be public. Then the Jade Ganpati was picked up immediately afterwards, according to the date and time mentioned by the staff. But still, it is not only a leading evidence to the crime committed. I am afraid that is not enough to convict. Then the judge said, this evidence is not enough to give sentence to anyone. We need something more. Counsel Goel thought hard. The 3 principles of robotics came to his mind. He closed it on Ram Singh 070 with renewed vigor. Means again, he remembered the 3 principles of robotics, and with full energy, he asked the robot, Ram Singh, what were those instructions? He asked softly, in a very soft manner. He asked. Then he said, what were those instructions? Robot, he replied in the metallic voice, information not to be revealed. Then several people who suffered losses will be harmed if these instructions are not reported. What was those instructions? Counsel Goel pursued it. Then again, Counsel Goel, he remembered the principle. Then he said, so many people are on their loss. They have lost many things. You need to tell us the information. Then, robots do not harm people. Ram Singh 070, he responded that robots, they do not harm people. Ram Singh, you have to remember the instructions, said Prem Chopra. Then again, he said, you must remember. Please, Counsel Goel looked harshly at Prem Chopra. What were those instructions? He asked emphatically. Then, he asked Prem Chopra about those instructions, that tell us the instructions, tell us. Information not to be revealed. Then again, the robot said the same thing. So students, up to here only we will study today, and in the next video We will take up the rest of the chapter with the question answers. So students, till then revise the chapter thoroughly, because from within the text you will get questions to answers. Thank you students. Have a nice day.